once I'm over this bridge, I'm in Bosnia. Yeah, Bosnia border.
Okay, we're in Bosnia right now. A little bit of a jam up here. We're gonna go through a tunnel. Okay, so 10 a.m. departure from Pečići, down on the coast, over the mountains into Podgorica, up into Nikšić, and now I'm on my way to the Ostrog Monastery. I think it told me 2 hours to get here, so I don't know. But anyway, I had to go over a one-lane bridge to get on this road. We're winding our way up to the monastery. This is one of the top things to see in Montenegro, other than that beautiful Bay of Kotor. Update on clutches. We've got to get this clutch adjusted. I'm going to try to do it myself. I wonder if I can do it just at the cable, at the lever. Something tells me it's not going to work. But the other thing is the exhaust seems to be getting louder by the day. So I'm wondering in Zagreb if I can find somebody to repack it, make it a little quieter. So the pipe is really looking old. And actually, the cap that's on the end of it is held usually by 3 screws. There's only 2 holding it now. So we're going to need to address that somehow. This guy's selling some Piva beer. I have no idea how long it is up to this thing. I can't see my phone now. My phone GPS disabled because I'm filming right now. I think I'm going to turn the filming off now that we got this update in. We're winding our way up here. I've seen pictures of it, and it is stunning. I see no sign of it now, so I think we still have some climbing to do. Major pilgrimage place. Oh, we got a diesel ahead of us stinking up the road. Good Lord. Oh, in my eyes. Well, that's the latest. Finally get past some of these cars on the road up to this monastery. It's now 11:49. It's hot, you know, you can look at the temperature there. According to that, that's over 100. Struggling a little bit on the steep parts, but no problem. I keep looking up in these hills for a sign to see what the heck is going on, and I haven't seen anything quite yet, except some nice rocks and green Italian ahead of us. We shall see if I can get past this guy. Citron, French. Go. Not so bad. People pilgrimage from all over the world to come to this particular monastery. I understand that it is the only, it's a monastery for a saint. The only sainted in Montenegro, a Montenegrin saint. There's more to the story that I'll have to dig into. So far that's as much as I know. Some of those minis have diesel engines here. Must be getting close, or, well, we got a souvenir stand anyway, with a lot of religious icons. View of the monastery. What's that over there? That white long strip running down the mountains. Here's somebody walking. What a legend. Nothing for sale here today. Show me the money. It is a cruise up here, there's no doubt about it. I thought this was going to be a quick stop-off before heading over to Bosnia and Herzegovina. Oh, there it is. Looks like it. Peeking through the trees there. Well, there's a lot of little things here, but I think up on that hill. No, that can't be it. Doesn't look like it. Oh, way up there. Yes, I see it now. Built right into the side of that rock. So, do I go up here? I think this must be it. Let's try to get some bearings. It says Upper Monastery, so I think that's where we have to go. Hello. Don't knock me off the road. A lot of people walk up here. Nice and cool right through here. I get to go up. No parking up there. Wow. Stunning.
Yeah. You know, I should have counted these switchbacks. There's been a ton of them. Should I park here? No. Looks like it's still up the road. I'm gonna go. Just cruise up here. I can see the face of the monastery. Okay, he wants me to park after this truck moves right over here. Wow, it is packed and crowded here. There are tons of cars, all these people parking on the road down below, walking up here. I gotta get off. Get these gloves off. Oh, hi. Well, I made it. Ostrog Monastery. Still in Montenegro, on my way to the Bosnia Herzegovina border, stopping here at the Ostrog Monastery, built into the side of this mountain. Quite a road getting here. From up here in this monastery, the views are commanding, as you can imagine. And if you look across the valley, carved into the side of that hill, hard to see, but that is the road I will be taking to get to the next border. The switchback's coming up, definitely some of the tightest. Yeah, often, I don't know, sometimes it seems I'm better going up and down, but today it seems better I'm not going down. But anyway, we're gonna make this thing go. There's a car ahead of me. I always hate them in the filming shots, but sometimes it can give perspective. A lot of people have to walk up here. Big line at the monastery. I waited, I think, 35 minutes and didn't make any progress. Hours, and that would compromise me getting to the border or getting into Sarajevo before nightfall. And this guy. Long ways up and down this road. It's showing me 4 hours right now. I thought when I stopped it was 3, but that either means traffic or it is a beautiful spot up. Can't imagine little about monastery. I should have done a little research before coming out today, but just got off the phone arguing with T-Mobile for the last an hour. I should have been talking to them while I was waiting in line for the monastery. Maybe that would have worked. But anyway, they've cut me off on the data, and that is unacceptable. Fucking acceptable. So we're trying to get an exception and let them know I'm going to be on the road here. To the sensibility. Call me an extreme roamer. Might have to go and do a little tweeting on this thing. This exhaust, I don't know. It's like Doc right now with the clutch, the exhaust. A lot of this extreme heat has perhaps taken its toll on some of the parts. So, and the clutch cable, right? Exhaust. What else? Just sometimes getting tired. Jam up here. We're gonna go through a tunnel. Look at this. Aha. Hill. Get on that road to 5. Just met these legendary young kids from the Czech Republic on the side of the road while T-Mobile and I worked on getting my data back. Apparently they haven't throttled me down, at least that's what they say. But ahead of these guys are on a 1970 CZ motorcycle and a 1960 Jawa. The Jawa is 250, the CZ is a 175, and then they've got a 1972 Skoda. And this is the 175 right up here.
and there's 3 of them driving, so the Skoda is just packed to the hilt with all kinds of gear inside of it. Camping equipment, food, even garbage. It's the first time they've ever done a trip abroad, and by the time they're done, they're going to do about 1,800 kilometers. They really didn't spend much time in Montenegro. They were in Croatia. They told me that they were just bummed out about the quantity. They said Dubrovnik is a nice city, but everywhere you look, there's tourists. And then they were in Albania. They just crossed the border into Albania, slept at the lake, Skogaskada or whatever they call it. He's cooking along on that 175 at a pretty good clip, more than I usually go, and that's the 175. He's wiggling along there. Look at him. Bending down and getting that wind. Up the hill, he's doing good, you know? He's not carrying any gear, and that's a friggin' almost a 50-year-old bike right there. 40-year-old bike, anyway. My guess is his goes faster than the 350 because the other guy's like way behind us. We're at about 3,500 feet in elevation up here. We've got cattle crossing. Hey, no, you're doing good on that. That's the Skoda. It's all packed up. The 3 of them, each in their own vehicle, on their first journey outside their country. So cool. On our way to the Bosnia border. You gotta love it. These guys actually go out and they camp. I wonder where the other guy is. I'm going to slow down and, oh look, here's a cop. I'm going to slow down and see if we can't let him catch up. He's got to go up those hills. A lot of smoke, yeah, you can see it ahead. They were joking about it. Those are 2 strokes.
Very nice. This bike behind, I'm right behind at this point. Actually, it's closer to 60 years. That's a 1960 8-year-old motorcycle.
Riding Montenegro. Oh, I've been waiting for this. Okay, look at this water. Okay, this is Lake Piva. Lake Piva. Some people in Montenegro think this is the most beautiful canyon in the country. It's very close. We're getting close to Bosnia Herzegovina. This turquoise blue water was created. The lake, Piva Lake, was created by a dam, I think in 1975. But the Piva River feeds into this, and then they've created this road that just hugs. Look at this. Okay, we're gonna go across the lake here, but I'm told that they've
just carved right in these rocks, these amazing tunnels.
Wow.
There's over 50 tunnels on this road before I get to Bosnia Herzegovina. So I think I can see, I don't know. But it is really beautiful. What a gorgeous day. And I hate to say goodbye to Montenegro, but this is it. I can feel I'm here at Lake Piva. I'm getting close. There's a tunnel. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I want to get to Sarajevo before the nightfall. I hope there's no hassle at the border. Good Lord. Anyway, let's just cruise and see the scenery for a bit. Okay. Here's my first tunnel. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. It's a little one. And then right after it, another one. You can see these tunnels are just going to keep coming at me. I'm not going to leave the camera on for every one of these tunnels, but you know, this is just gorgeous. Not so much being in the tunnel, but when we get out of this tunnel, there's the light. You know, they always say you'll find the light at the end of the tunnel. Here we go, right into another one. Maybe we should pull over and just take a moment, take the scenery in. What do you think? Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe right over here. Yeah. Welcome to Montenegro. And almost to Bosnia Herzegovina, Lake Piva. Okay, here we are. This is the Montenegro side of the border. First, I've got to stop here, get cleared out of Montenegro, and then I'm told just a little bridge over the river, and then I can be checked into Bosnia Herzegovina. So I'm gonna do that. Okay. Once I'm over this bridge, I'm in Bosnia. Yeah. It's just one lane, man. It's kind of mellow here at the border, but actually, look at that. Everybody wanting to get into Montenegro. Look at all those cars. Oh my. Alright, let me go see what I've got to deal with these dudes here at the Bosnia border.
Okay, we're in Bosnia right now, and the roads are definitely in bad shape, at least from the border right now. Been about 3 miles, I think, since the border. Little bit of a problem there at the damn border. You know, I never really looked. Actually, I did look, and I didn't realize that Bosnia and Herzegovina were not activated on the green card. There's all these square boxes that indicate countries by their initials, and if the box is not crossed off, insurance is valid in that country apparently. And the Herzegovina, which is BHI, I believe it is, or DIH, is not. It's crossed off. And I showed it to the customs border guy, and he says, "Sorry, you're going back to Montenegro." I'm like, "Are you kidding?" And it's a long ways, back 4 hours back to Podgorica. He's like, "You got to go back to Podgorica." And I'm like, "Are you really going to do that?" And I pointed to my bike and said, "I've been to 63 countries, and Bosnia's going to be the only one who doesn't let me in. Isn't there somewhere I can activate this insurance?" And then he says, "Go to category X, corridor X at the border." And I'm like, "Okay, well, what's that?" Well, corridor X is a motorcycle camp rafting location. They sell the insurance there. A little bit of a jam up right here at the border with this guy and his little Skoda, whatever the fuck that is. There's a big tractor trailer, 18-wheeler, maybe more, on the road ahead of us. And anytime he comes across anyone, it's going to be hell. And the sides of the roads are all potholed and torn up. So facing oncoming traffic becomes a bit of a challenge here. Anyway, that, he says, you got to go to Corridor X. And I'm like, okay, great. So I park the motorcycle at the border because I've already been cleared. So I'm back at the Montenegro border. And there, I asked the guy, Corridor X, and he points next door. And I go in next door, it's the customs office, and he points up the road. So I walk up the road, I'm in my jacket, and I get up there, and of course I don't have my document. Long story short is the guy at the border did let me go back into Montenegro without having to go through all the paperwork. I went and bought the insurance, which cost me 30 euros. I didn't even see for how long that's going to be. 30 euros, and then I go back to the border after meeting this group of Czech people, of one of them of which is ahead of me in that old CZ, which is a CZ motorcycle, built in, I think this one's built in the 70s. We do a quick photo op, we talk about the other Czech people that I met back on the road a bit, and I go to the border, get cleared, and now making my way to Sarajevo, which is slow going to say the least. But I believe I'll still be able to roll in, with a little bit of daylight. I don't know if the hotel I've kind of picked out will have availability. That'll be the next challenge. But I do have a backup. So that's the story here in Bosnia. The guy that kind of gave me a bit of a hard time, finally after I've given him, and he says, good. And then he says, okay, welcome to Bosnia. So, welcome to Bosnia.